Hi everybody, welcome back again. I'm John, and I'm going to show you how to to level up your character from part 1, where you created your first character, in Roll20. Now we're going to go level it up using the Charactermancer level up ability. So what we do is we, again, log into Roll20, go to the journal section and click on your character. In this case, I'm clicking Simi. And again, these three, the core piece of your character, bio, and spells are available. But we're going to click on the gear icon, and we're going to go to the bottom right here, which says Launch Level plus Charactermancer. So we'll do Simi. We'll take Simi from level 1 to level 8. Okay, so we're going to go next. Right now, I think it still made a slight error on how Simi has her abilities here, ability scores, but that's all right. What we're gonna do, we're gonna level up this ranger. We're gonna go up to level 7. Now, I think what we need to do is you can either roll for your hit points. It's your total hit points. My total hit points should be 96 now, because Dusty wants us to have at maximum hit points. If we want to go and let's put 84, and does that work? That actually doesn't work. You need to roll or use average. At this point, it doesn't really matter because we can go manually change this later on. So just roll, we'll keep it there. For class features, I'm going to choose a hunter, ranger. If you're multi-classing, I think Barb, who's doing it for her druid, you need to start with I think you started with a cleric and then you wanted to go to druid. Make sure you can use this for multi-classing. Go to next again. Features, hunter, ranger, fighting style. I think I'm archery, I'm sure. Hunter's prey. I'm a colossus slayer. Anybody who's ever played a ranger before knows what this is all about. My favorite enemy is dragons. The language is going to be draconic. I had a whole backstory that I'm going to fill in later on. If you want to do that, that's fine. But should be on you've got your D&D Beyond, I think, created characters. You can go and just manually input that that backstory. Natural Explorer. I've already done Forest. This one I chose Mountain. Defensive Tactics. I think I'm the Escape the Horde. Yep. And Landstride is there. So we go next. So ability score increases. I've actually bumped up my dexterity, and this is an important thing. So right now with Roll20, you can't actually add a feat when you're using your Charactermancer level up. You can manually add it later, but it's not perfect yet. So I'm just going to leave that one blank, and then I'm going to add the feat manually in a second. I'll show you how to do that. So next one, spells. So I am going to choose some spells. I've got 0 of 5 spells chosen. And I've actually chosen 4 level 1 and then 1 level 2. So I've got Animal Friendship. Let's go back here. Animal Friendship, Ensnaring Strike, Hail of Thorns, Hunter's Mark. And then for level 2, I did Pass Without a Trace. And everyone knows in our real game, or on-premise game the other day, we use that. So go to next and we review. So you can see that this is all relatively straightforward. We just go apply changes, building your character, and now go back to core. You can see that Simi is leveled up. It says Ranger level 8. It's got the proper, I still need to add my proper equipment, but initiative's up, proficiency bonus is up. Your current hit points, as we said with Dusty, this is supposed to be maximum, which is 96. So just literally manually adding it is fine. Changing your hit point maximum to that as well. That's what I really love about Roll20. It's got some cool automated things, but really importantly, it's got you can manually change this as well. I'll give you one example of where things are a little different. So. Right now, you can see sword, longbow, etc. These are the damage, the type. They're automatically created based on what we have here in our equipment. Okay. So I'm going to show you something that is, I'll show you how to modify those values, but I want to show you how this works in Roll20. So you can see here on the right, there's something called the chat bar. Ignore what I've just done here. This is when I was rolling, just practicing rolling for hit points. When Dusty and whoever your DM is goes and has you roll for something, you can roll manually or you can roll your actual weapon attack. I'm going to show you how to do that. So let's say we said, oh, we're going to go and hit the goblin with a short sword. All I need to do is click short sword, and it'll roll for me. In this case, I've actually set it so it's doing 2 rolls. So you can choose if it's going to be advantage or disadvantage or not. And if it's not, it's the first one that's on that's here. If you want to go change this setting, which we can go over when we review this during our actual session, you can actually go and you can modify how you're going to see it. I like having this toggle. This toggle basically goes and says, when I roll, do I want to roll normally with advantage or disadvantage? So let's see this. So when I go do it again, normal, it'll only be 1 roll. If I want to roll with advantage, it'll have the black value, which is the advantage, and the gray value, which is the second roll. Disadvantage, similar idea. So the highlighted, the black will be the lowest of those 2 rolls. If it's advantage, it's the highest of the 2 rolls. So let's go back to normal. What you can also notice is when we rolled this, it added the bonus. It added the attack bonus. Okay, so you don't need to calculate what is my attack bonus. As long as your attack bonus in here is correct, which it should do based on your class, based on your level, based on your proficiency, etc., and your ability scores, it should automatically calculate it. You can modify it as well. If you've added let's say manually added a magic item and you want to increase this by 1, we can do that as well. Here's the other cool thing. Damage. Let's say I want to go and, well, it's our DM says you hit. So fine, I hit. Hit the short sword and it shows me how much damage I did. So it's 5 piercing. And if you scroll over that number, you can see the roll, which this is only a 1, but it added the +4. So the total is 5. Let's do it. We can do it again. Boom. This time I rolled a 5 and it added the 4 automatically. You can add your attack modifiers. If I want to go and add Colossus Slayer, I'm attacking already let's say I'm attacking a wounded creature already. If I roll this again, it'll show that I hit 8 and the Colossus Slayer. I rolled an 8. So add those together and you get 16. Okay, so really cool ways to quickly roll. I'll also lastly show you how you manually roll. On the left side, there's a toolbar, and when we click on this, the D20 icon, you can roll. So we can do a basic roll. Let's roll a D8. Boom. Rolls the dice. Let's do a D12. Boom. Rolls the dice. Wow, I got some pretty good rolls there. But you can also do an advanced roll. So let's say Dusty says, okay, roll an attack roll, and I just can't remember what it was. I don't remember. I want to do this quickly. It's D20 plus 7. Boom. Roll. There we go. So I rolled a 14 and it added the 7. The total is 21. This is an extremely useful and a very, very fun way to roll 20. Okay, I said I was also going to show you how you can manually modify some of these characteristics. What I didn't do for Simi's character, we didn't add the feat, right? We didn't add the feat, and the feat that I chose is sharpshooter. So what you're going to do is you can basically manually add what it is. We're not going to do that. We're going to automatically add something. Over in the top right, there's journal, and then there's compendium. Compendium has all the rules, monsters, classes, any information you want to learn about. Let's say I want to learn about cover. Is there something about cover in here? Rules, combat cover. This is the stuff that comes from the player's handbook. Okay? It shows you everything you need to know about combat. It talks specifically about cover, how you calculate cover, half, 3/4 total, for example. But in this case, I actually don't care about combat. I want to go and add a feat, and the feat is sharpshooter. Let's just type in sharpshooter, and there it is. Sharpshooter, it tells you what it is. Attacking at long range, it can show you all the feats if you want it. The great thing about Roll20, I'm just going to drag and drop sharpshooter, and now that is a part of my my class, my features and traits section. So I should go back and get rid of this. I think I didn't need that one. Oh well, whatever. Anyway, we do have sharpshooter over here. Now, what does sharpshooter do? I think you remember it says what this does. The problem is not so easy unless we use a macro or manually add how this will modify your attack roll. But right now, at least it says what it is. Says it's -5 penalty attack roll and +10 to attack's damage. What you can always do is roll a regular attack. If you want to say, oh, actually, it's going to be when I roll sharpshooter, you can manually add a new, basically a new weapon. Let's call it a sharpshooter longbow, for example. But you can go and let's just do this sharpshooter longbow. And then what we can say is that's going to be attack strength. We can actually make it -5. Oops, I don't know if that works. But the damage is 1d6 +10. Let's see if that works. So there we go. Well, yeah. So what we do is +10. Let's see if that works. And then when we roll this sharpshooter longbow. So I rolled a crit. I'm at 20. But anyway, in this place we -5. Is that right? Yeah, 18. That's right. And then we can go do the damage is +10. See. So we rolled 5, but then it added the 10, and then it added the +4 as my damage bonus. So you can go and modify individual ways that you want to attack using different weapons. You can add magic weapons in here as well. The last thing I'm also going to do is just show you how you can go and I think you should be able to go and change the way your character looks in here. Here we go. When we edit, you can go and add an avatar. Okay, so if you want to go and add some special, that's not it, sorry. Let's just go here, documents. Let's go add this. This is from another game that we're playing. You want to go add this as your avatar, that's fine. There's the character. And now, when you look at Barrington or Simi, that's the view that pops up. I can now also go and see that there is Simi, there is the character's the avatar, and over here is the icon or the token that we're going to use when we go into the actual virtual tabletop. We're going to end it there. We'll also review some of the way that we play this game tomorrow night. If you have any questions, please send me a note, and I'd be happy to walk you through what we need to do here to get all ready to play. Thanks very much, and have an awesome day. Bye.